How's it going, everyone? This is a Hexolite bar. It's a pain in the ass to craft, and it costs a lot of heartache for those that don't know how to farm for it properly. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to find the resources for the Hexolite quartz, as well as how to amass a lot of Chromite using one special pal. So this pal that we're going to be using is Smokie. We're going to be using his ability to find Chromite and acquire it by 200%. Now, many people are running around and they see packs of Smokies, and I'm playing in a standard vanilla 1.0 everything map, and these guys are everywhere. What you should do is you should capture these guys, a total of 48, and condense them into a pal that will give you the 4-star equivalent, which will increase the yield up to 200%. That's the first part. You can also hunt these poor little guys down and get Chromite from them, but it's going to only be 2 to 3 pieces per kill. I'm going to show you how to get thousands. So the method to obtaining Chromite in the past was to use Smokie in certain areas of the map to go ahead and ping a specific area so that you can actually acquire the nodes. It would pop up from the ground, signified by a flag that you would go over to them and mine them. However, those two specific caves have become obsolete due to the ability in 1.0 to get massive amounts. So here we are in Faybreck Island, and of course there's a dungeon at the foot here. So let's go on down to the dungeon. It is probably reset, and we're going to show you how you can go ahead and look for this stuff inside the dungeon. You will get thousands upon thousands of pieces. So let's get down here and get inside. Inside this specific dungeon, you're going to come into a room that's going to look like this. There's going to be all these hexagonal pillars everywhere, and this is where your Smokie is going to shine. So as you can see here, we've got a number of Hexolite quartz, some regular palladium, and of course regular quartz. But what we're here for is to use his partner skill. When we use his partner skill, you can see that he will go ahead and find these. Now, since he's got level 4, like we discussed earlier, his trait is going to increase our yield by 200%. Coupled with the mining laser, the plasma cutter, you're going to get a lot of yield out of these. So as we tore that down, we got 387 Chromite there. Now all you have to do is just collect this stuff. And as you can see there, we got 114 Hexolite. Hexolite is located everywhere on the surface, but what we need to do is we just need to pin him down and go to town on this Chromite. Your only problem after this is getting the facility up in order to go ahead and smelt this stuff, as well as the pals. That's going to be your only problem, is time. And time to smelt is a pain in the butt. However, finding Chromite isn't as hard as it was in the past. Like I said, there was 2 specific caves on the top of Faybreck Island that you would have to painstakingly run into for only a handful of Chromite in the past, and people used to hate that. So now they made it easier. They made it so that you could hunt down the pal Smokie and get 3 to 4 pieces of Hexolite. There is also another pal that will increase the yield of dropped items from dark types, Elphidron. It's a water dinosaur looking type pal, but it will go ahead and increase the yield per star 40%, so you can get up to a 200% drop from these guys if you don't want to take the time to capture 48 Smokies to use his pal ability. And also, as a side note, I would highly recommend breeding a Mimog so you can get the pal ability. For Mimog can open treasure chests without using a key, so we can just ask Mimog to go ahead and open that so we can get some free loot. But we'll go ahead and go back to our pal here and continue to look. You're gonna get a lot from this location here. And as you can see, there's some sort of like FPS issue with the plasma cutter multi-cutter. But I think we're almost all the way around. And that's all we got for this time, so this is a pretty good place. It's pretty accessible. As you can see here, we've gotten a little under 2,000 pieces because I did have 900 as I showed you in the beginning. And of course, it'll be utilized to mix with Hexalite quartz in order to make Hexolite. This stuff is used in everything. Well, now I'm in the solarite territory, but you can see it's going to be used in thermal cores. It's going to be used in these weapons, your shields, many different things. So here we are. This is an important component that you're going to have to keep an eye out for. Poison glands, keep an eye out on those. And you can purchase a lot of the flame organs, electric organs, and poison organs from the shops at the local towns. And with that, guys, that's been my video. Please use this method to go ahead and farm your Hexolite bars or the materials for the Hexolite bars, and save yourself the time and hassle of hunting and decimating the entire population of Smokies, and or hitting the 2 legacy nodes up on the surface world. Just come into the dungeon. The dungeon resets every in-game day or every 2 hours, depending on what rarity the dungeon is, but you will have access to thousands and thousands of bars. So it's only going to take a ton of time to smell all of that stuff. Not kidding with that. But I hope that this guide helped you out. Like, subscribe, comment, follow, do all that good stuff on the internet. And we'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.